Hello everybody, how you guys doing? I am finally back and I'm finally doing the video part 2 of how to do or DIY of making a beanbag. But instead of beans, I will be using stuffing to make them out. And before I basically go into the video, start showing you how it's done, what I did, what I used, and all that stuff, I would like to quick explain why I didn't release the video. One reason, of course, COVID. It was a point where COVID was taking over and it was hard to, go out and all that stuff. 2, life kicked in. Life when it came to work, of course, school and all that stuff finally kicked in, so it was kind of hard. But I'm finally doing it, I'm finally making it, and I'm finally gonna show you, is it worth buying a beanbag or making a beanbag? And I will show it to you. So like I said, let's get started. Alright guys, it's gonna be simple. It's gonna be simple. There's many ways you could do this. You can use a big blanket, sew it up together, make it like a bag, so you can put in your stuffing and all that stuff. Or you can get 2 blankets, sew them together into like a baseball style. There's many ways of doing this. Let me show you what the option I did was. Basically, in Amazon, they do sell this. I don't know if this brand is worth getting, but there are types. It's like a blanket cover that you put in a blanket, a big set, a blanket, sheet or whatever, and it covers up to be kind of like a cover. If I can show you, here it is. And this is supposed to be twin size, so this is gonna be a big big beanbag kind of set. So basically, what I'm gonna do is get fillings and shove them in, put them in. Basically, another thing that I'm gonna add is basically add this part. Something in the chairs that my mom had, and I'm gonna use this as the bottom. So basically it helps keep it stable. Know that this is the bottom part to where to sit on top. That's what's gonna be added. And here's one tip. If you wanna save to make this DIY, here's a tip, and don't be afraid to do this. If you have old pillows, if you know people who have old pillows that have the stuffing in them that don't want them, don't be afraid to ask, hey, can I have your stuffing or the pillows, the old pillows you don't want? Take them out, rip them apart, and usually you should get stuff like this. But if you don't have the money, each stuffing is a variety of prices. At Walmart, it's like $3 for maybe a 6-ounce or 10-ounce bag of stuffing, or they have a $24 where it's like a 10-pound of stuffing. But like I said, I recommend if you're gonna do a big bag like I'm gonna do, I would recommend to buy a lot of stuffing or find a lot of stuffing you can. But like I said, the bigger the bag, the more stuffing you're gonna use. The decent the bag, the less stuffing you're gonna do. So like I said, know the size you're gonna do before and then do it. Alright, so basically, now I'm basically going to start stuffing it in. I'm going to start, I'll explain while I'm stuffing it in, exactly how you're going to, what I'm doing. So, let's get started. Alrighty then, this is how it's supposed to look, the way I ended up doing it. So basically, the next step is to basically cut what's left, sew it up, and maybe sew parts to make it look more round, more like a bag. But this is how it's supposed to look. And I'll even give the test to show you how it feels, for now. Let's see if it works. I gave it a 1 thumb, because it just went flat. But anyway, like I said, this is the first part. The next part that I will be showing you is basically me cutting it, my mother helping me out sewing it because I don't know how to sew. I don't even know how to use a sewing machine. So yes, you can start roasting me right now. Alrighty then. Oh, so like I said, I will be cutting it, sewing it, doing what I need to help form it, to make it more round as a chair. So when I sit, it's gonna be round, but still enough to not flatten. So like I said, stay tuned for the next part. Let's start sewing. Like I said, this is the final part. At the end of this, I will show you, is it worth making it? How much was everything I used? And how much may it cost for additional things? Let's do it. Alright, first things I want to state, I know this video was all over the place. I know there are certain things I said that made no sense, but let me quick summarize. Basically, the first step I did was I made sure the size I wanted the beanbag. If I wanted it big, I wanted it small. From there, that's when I knew how many stuffings I needed. If you're gonna buy your stuffings, like I said in previous, it's around $3 for like a 16 ounce, if I'm not correct. And then there is like a 10 pound in Walmart that's like $24. So there you go. From there, my mother helped me out because I don't know how to sew, like I said. So she basically sewed, she formed like a ball. There's different ways of searching it up. There could be one where it's like a baseball. There's one where it's like a cube. You know, you wrap it around and there's the top and bottom. There's that way of doing it. The way I did it was like a ball, like a baseball. That's how we decided to form it. From there on, once we started sewing everything, we left an opening so we can stuff in everything. And with the results, this is how it came out. Ready then. This is how it came out. This is the beanbag. I put a blanket over it to make it more comfortable, but this is basically, if I had to guess, maybe 3 feet wide, maybe by 2 feet high. So this is how it ended up. Let me remove the blanket so you can see. It has, and that's where you can tell, that's where my mom sewed it, and that's where we added the stuffing. So, like I said, here's the final result. Now the real question, is it worth buying it or making it? I just made it. And for me, the result, the cost of everything to make it was around $20-something because I already had the stuffing. If you have a chance to get the stuffing, go ahead, get the stuffing. Get old pillows, ask for pillows, old pillows that people don't use, and rip out the pillow and use the stuffing. Saves money, it's easier. But if you don't feel like making it, of course buy it. There's all prices, they're all over the, But like I said, I made it. It took me a day to make it. From cutting it, sewing it, and finishing it up. And I will admit, based on the size, it is comfortable. It is worth making it, in my opinion. So, this is the final result. Thank you for watching. And let me know what other DIY you want me to make. Whether it's how to do this, how to make a comfortable chair, I don't know. Give me some ideas, or give me other video ideas that you want me to do or see. Thank you. And like I always say, I'm weird. Don't judge.